I'm Josh.
And we're here to talk about our weight loss and how we've done it.
Yes.
Christmas of 2021. I was pretty depressed and not feeling great. I decided to skip out on going to the family Christmas gathering, and I stayed home alone while he went out.
Yeah. And I spent Christmas in town with my family, and I was feeling kind of bad because she wasn't there with us and whatnot.
Sitting here in the house alone, I had a lot of time to think, and I had decided that I don't want this anymore. I felt like trash being here alone and not wanting to go out. I know he missed me there.
He did.
And at that time, I was watching a lot of My 600 Pound Life videos, and that kind of helped kick me in the butt, you know, seeing those kind of people, aka kind of us. But
really leading up to the end of that year, I had started developing more and more health problems as time went on, and I ended up having to go to the doctor a lot more for things that I did not want to do.
Yeah.
And the body was falling apart.
yeah, it was like every little thing that made him feel bad. I gotta go to the doctor. It's my kidneys. It's this or that. When it was really just natural consequences of gaining a whole bunch of weight.
Yeah, I had blown up to about 444 pounds.
Yes. So his starting weight was 444. My starting weight was 344. So we were exactly 100 pounds apart, which was crazy, but kind of awesome for, journey-wise.
So I came home from Christmas and whatnot, and at the end of that year, Valerie started talking to me about wanting to go on this journey of fitness with her.
It was something we've tried before, but it was one of those things where we quit after a few days and just fell back onto eating everything, Starting the first, we actually did it, and we didn't stop, and it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over the course of that next year, we lost a combined total of 345 pounds.
Crazy. We lost a whole me.
Yeah.
So the diet, I guess, we more call it a lifestyle change because that's more what it was, is a combination of Dr. Now's diet from 600 Pound Life, which is low carb, high protein, and what we call knockoff keto. We don't want to say real keto because we were never ones to put globs of butter in our coffee. That makes no sense to us. No.
No. I've tried it. It tastes bad.
It just does not sound right to me. Throughout the whole thing, we have had 1,200 calories max a day, 3 meals a day, so that's 400 calories a meal. And we literally counted everything we ate and drank.
Everything that we bought, we had to have a nutrition label on it so that way we could log the calories, log the serving size,
Yeah.
and log the net carbs within it.
When we go to the store, we don't buy anything over 4 net carbs. We go by net carbs. Some people don't, they think that's cheating, but it works for us. So
Yeah.
we try and get all the things high protein. Went pretty darn well. We weren't super craving all the bad things because we had a bunch of good stuff.
You had
You
the protein, which kept you satiated,
Yeah.
and usually that protein had some oils and fats in it that were also helping to keep you fueled and
like
happy.
avocado was really good for us. Gives us lots of energy. Our favorite nuts are macadamia nuts. Those are so good. It was interesting at the beginning when we have our papers out and we're tracking and writing down everything. We found ourselves, all right, we're gonna have like almost 200 calories of chicken, and then we're trying to follow serving sizes on all the other things, and we're adding them up and we're like, all right, what else can we throw on our plate to get to 400 calories, you know? Because to make it easy, we based it off of the serving sizes and went by that on packages, making math easier for us.
Yes, whatever we could do to make it convenient and easy,
Yeah.
and less of a calculation thing was
Right.
so much easier. Because that's the hardest part is getting out of your comfort zone and having to
Yeah.
like calculate everything.
Right. For the first month and a half until my birthday, we decided on no cheat days for food. Until my birthday, then we had whatever we wanted that day. And then after that, Sunday through Friday, we would stick to our 1,200 calories a day. And on Saturday morning, that's when we weigh in, once a week on Saturday morning. If we've lost weight, we allow ourselves to eat whatever the heck we want that day. We'd literally go to the store and buy like crap junk food just so we can eat it that day.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we would binge once a week, you could say.
Oh yeah, especially in the beginning when we were getting cheat days, we would binge.
We were so diligent about sticking to our good healthy lifestyle change for the rest of the week that by next Saturday, we had still lost weight. We've only had a handful of stalls. And when we say stalls, we're saying we have stayed the same weight or we might have gained a couple pounds back. But the following week, we would lose it all plus more. So having whatever we want once a week seemed to work for us.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. So we got to eat our pizza, we got to eat our pasta, our rice. It was good.
Oh yeah.
That pretty much covers food, I would say. Right?
Pretty well, yeah.
Okay.
I would say so.
Yeah. The other aspect of how we've lost our weight is, of course, exercise. That was the part I was dreading, at least.
Same here.
And we did not want to be those people to go into the gym all the time and, you know, kill ourselves in there. We like being at home. We found a YouTube video to work out to. It's from The Body Project, and it was a 20-minute, low-impact, body movement only exercise, and it was to really good music. It felt great. At the beginning, 20 minutes did seem like a lot. We were exhausted. But then slowly it became easier and easier to get those 20 minutes done a day of that video. As far as our motivation to do it, we simply didn't give ourselves the choice. It was required. We have to do this 6 days a week. Our rest day was Saturday. So I liked doing mine first thing in the mornings.
I preferred mine a little later, either at my lunch break or as soon as I came home from work.
And then, of course, a lot of the times we waited and did it with each other, you know, after work or whatnot. We also played a Nintendo Switch boxing game.
Yeah, that one is one of my favorites. It's called Knockout Home Fitness. And yeah, it's just a lot of kickboxing.
It was really fun.
And the reason I enjoy it is I get bored with the repetitiveness of like having to exercise and doing the same thing each time. Yeah. So whenever I got too fed up with the YouTube video and its same routine, I would default to the Nintendo Switch and go for the boxing routine, because every single day it would choose a workout for you that was just a little bit different. You know, it had the same little routines, but they were in 4-minute spurts.
Yeah, different sections they would work out the body in the boxing. On top of that, we would have to get a minimum of 10,000 steps a day.
Yes, we had our Fitbit watches.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I won't worry about it. It's on the charger right now because today's a Saturday.
Yeah. So 10,000 steps a day, no matter what. Even if it was like an hour before bedtime, oh crap, we only have 8,000. We'd hop our asses on the treadmill, get to that 10,000.
Yeah.
It was non-negotiable. And on top of that, we tried to get 250 steps every hour. And it only takes like 3 minutes to get that many steps. Yeah. So that would help get us up every hour if we weren't already.
I do have trouble paying attention to the watch
Even though
and
it
its
buzzes you.
vibrations. So every now and again, I do miss my hourly quota, but
I think it's okay.
it's still like for the most part I
Yeah.
follow it, and yeah, it's good. I still reach the 10,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the important part, is hitting that volume of exercise.
Right. We crushed 2022.
We did.
We stuck to our routines with eating, with exercise. We were so supportive of each other, still are. And honestly, we couldn't have done it without each other.
Absolutely not. I
You know-
would have failed this without her.
Like, I couldn't have started and gone on this journey alone, and he couldn't have done it and started alone, because either way, one of us would have had so much guilt eating the bad stuff, in front of the other, and we weren't going to buy separate sets of groceries. We weren't going to sit there and watch the other one exercise and get their life together, and get healthy.
Yeah.
So we definitely had to do it together, and I was definitely the one to trigger us to start it.
It really was. She came up to me and said, "I want to do this. I want to get our life on track. I want to start getting healthy."
Yeah.
And I was I just happened to be in a point in my life where I decided, as she was telling me this, that I would just yes and everything she said. That I would just yes and everything she said. That I would just yes and everything she said, and go along with it.
He did have his moments where he'd, argue this or that, and we would debate something, but we would, in the end, come to agreements on stuff and compromise and figure it out. Seeing how much weight we lost week after week was insane. I made this chart with a bunch of squares and all the numbers, of course, and we would highlight and color in all of our progress every week. And so we have a pretty colorful chart on our fridge to keep our progress tracked. And so that made it fun, seeing all the colors and getting to be like, oh my God, I get to color in 12 squares this week. So we made it fun for us, and we didn't overcomplicate it. And it was nice.
Yeah, I knew there's so much mental stuff that goes into this.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was going to be hard in the beginning. I didn't realize how tough and how long I would have to really exercise my mental capabilities of keeping my strength up during this. But yeah, it really, in the end, if you want one of the keys to success is to tell yourself that there are going to be days when this journey sucks. But if you just accept the fact that it's going to suck and you're going to do it anyway, that will give you so much strength in the moment to push through and just keep going. And I think that's just incredible.
Now, I'd say throughout that whole year of 2022, we did allow ourselves a couple mental health days.
We did.
There are those days when you can just feel it in your bones. It's not in you. There's too much going on in your brain that for just that one day, we allowed ourselves, okay, we're not going to make ourselves do our 20-minute workout. We still stuck to the food thing, 400 calories a meal, but we did allow ourselves to skip the workout.
Yeah.
So I think that was okay on occasion, but we didn't make it a habit.
It really did help. And I think during those times, there were at least, I can think of 3 or 4 times where if you hadn't been there to, 1, give me comfort, 2, give me leeway, because I've suffered from depression for so long that now I can, you would give me the leeway to just not have to work out that day and to take a mental health day, I definitely would have quit. I would have found a way to, I would have found a way to eat food behind your back, add calories, and sabotage my own self because of just not feeling happy.
Yeah.
And depression is evil and can sneak up on you when you already suffer from it.
It really helped weighing in weekly, because at the end of the week, after everything we did, we saw results. And seeing the number go down every week pretty much gave us such a jolt of adrenaline and happiness. Like, holy crap, this is working.
Yeah.
And now we can eat whatever we want today, because we know next week it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
So,
and there have been, I went through definitely a lot more than she did on the stalls. My weight seems to fluctuate more than hers does. I would stall out and I wouldn't be able to have anything that weekend in terms of a cheat day. And God, it sucked. But at the same time, I needed to build that discipline.
Yeah, and I think also we have to be honest here. When we did allow ourselves to eat whatever we wanted on those Saturdays, we would serve ourselves the same food and same amounts. I would almost never finish. He's always able to finish everything.
Yeah.
So that might have taken into account. I would always still have the thought in the back of my head, oh wait, do I really need to finish all this? Do I really want to finish all this and feel even more stuffed? So I would stop. But, you know, it's fine, because, again, he would still lose the weight by next week, you know. Or it'd be a stall, and then the following week he would lose even more. So it would make up for it. And, yeah, we just wanted to make this video because we've, of course, have had a lot of people ask us how we do it, how we've done it.
Yeah.
You know?
And we are always going to be willing to give as much advice as we can, because this is something, like, I know I have worked on this almost at least half my life at this point, because I've always been overweight and I've always struggled with it.
Yeah, he's tried the juicing diet for, what, 2 months or 1 month? And lost...
Juiced for 2 months straight.
Yeah, he starved himself off of juice for 2 months, lost, what'd you say, 50 pounds?
57.
Yeah, 57 pounds in 2 months, and we were not going to do that. I definitely wasn't going to do that. I hate vegetables.
So, and while I do love fruit and vegetables, it's really hard not being able to eat solid foods.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that again.
So, to recap how we've done it, we stick at 1,200 calories a day. Some people might panic and say that's too little. Do you? It's basically a calorie deficit. 1,200 calories a day, 3 meals a day, no snacking, 20 minutes of exercise, which is getting your heart rate up and moving your body. You can't count basic chores around the house. It has to be a specific exercise, however you choose to do it. 10,000 steps a day. And have an emotional support system, you know?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be a friend. It can be a family member. Make sure they're on your side.
Yeah, have them hold you accountable. Find somebody that you would feel so guilty about breaking your commitment to this diet for.
Yeah. And in the end, you're doing this for yourself. I didn't do this for you.
No.
I hope you didn't do it for me, you know?
Yeah. To some capacity, yes, but for the most part...
That's part of it, but the big main part, we're doing this for ourselves. We want to feel better so we can be better for each other.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I think so too. We covered pretty much everything.
A bit of a ramble. I don't know how much I'll edit it. We might have missed a few things here and there. If you guys have any questions or just general comments, feel free. Add it below. And I would love if you subscribed, because I'm trying to get up there. I'm at like 43 right now. So, yeah.
And we love discussing this. So
yes.
We want people to know how to make it happen. And there's There's mental stuff to it. There's physical stuff to it. There's food habits to it. It like,
Yeah.
give us the questions.
Yes. Even if you just want to criticize us and tell us how much you hate that we're eating only 1,200 calories a day.
Yeah.
A man needs more than that. Rant about it down below. Let us know.
Yeah.
We might have missed something. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could be being extraordinarily unhealthy, and we don't know. This was all trial and error.
that's our journey. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.